Hey guys, this is Illusion Podfic, and today we're going to read in Glowsticks and Bullet Holes by Perius. This is Chapter 23. Red blood mixed with red light, staining tan skin and scarred hands. Bruce couldn't believe it. He couldn't. How dare they? How dare they believe they can take Batman from him? Take Batman away from Gotham? They need him. Gotham needs him. The world needs him. And he needs Batman. They can't just rip this part of his identity away from him. They can't just decide for him what he's to do, especially after they all teamed up against him, slandered him with lies and rumors, framing him for his mistakes. They were mistakes. Mistakes they blew out of proportion. He'd never abuse his son. He'd never abuse his sons. They took his kids, his sons. They took his boys away from him. They stole. How could they? How could Jason? How could Dick? No. Jason was always easily manipulated. He was and is a product of his environment, of the people he surrounded himself with. And for some reason, he surrounded himself with the goddamn lanterns, and they poisoned Jason's mind. They filled it with lies and hate against Bruce. They set his son against him to win their crusade against Batman, against him. But Dick? He thought Dick loved him more, understood him more. He thought Dick would stay by his side, understand his mistakes. He made them too. Hell, his boy pushed Jason to the depths of the Gotham River, leaving him to drown, and then he dares judge him? Dares to take away his children? No. Dick wouldn't. Dick is his first, his sun and moon. He wouldn't betray him like this. He wouldn't. Unless he was also poisoned. Unless he too was manipulated. He'd have to have been. And then, Clark, he supposes, is innocent in mind and soul. He isn't known for critical thought, and the cow footage did seem damning. Unless they took the time to understand the situation, Clark wouldn't know how. So his betrayal was, at least, understandable, but the rest? They betrayed him. They were all waiting for him to fall, waiting to watch him burn. None of them were true friends, allies, teammates. But he'll prove them wrong. He'll prove them all wrong. He'll show them they don't have the right to take away Batman. He'll show them that he is a good person and a good hero, a good dad. He'll fuck them all. He knows who he is, and he is Bruce Wayne, Batman, playboy, billionaire, hero, and father. He is a father, damn it, and a good one at that. Sure, he may have been slightly emotionally constipated, as Dick has often said, but he's tried so hard. He's read, he's learned, he's bit his tongue and bowed his head. He's gotten better, so much better. How could they not see it? How could they not understand? But damn it, he'll make them see, make them understand. He stormed through the Batcave, promising only once to stare at Jason's memorial, briefly. I'll get you back. His voice is hardly above a whisper, hardly audible to his own ears. I promise. I'll get you back. All of you. He turned away from the memorial not a second later, stalking to his uniform and quickly dressing before taking his seat at the Bat computer. He will take down Lex and Roman, independently, and prove to them all he is the best of the best. Then, when the League realizes how much they need him, he'll drive the point home by proving he's a good father as well. He'll show them how much he knows about his boys, how much he cares, how much time and effort he put in to love them, to make sure they thrive and flourish and live. Live like Jason never did. Love like Bruce never did. Live. But first, Lex Luthor and Black Mask. Step 1 of the multi-step process. Step 1 of his redemption. Step 1 of getting his boys back. His boys were struggling. Tim was sitting across from Jason, Damien on one side, Dick on the other. There was tea and coffee set upon the table, but the drinks were mostly untouched. The air was thick with tension, and no one dared break it. No one. Until Dick decided to clear his throat. A large, fake smile plastered across his face. I'm so glad we all got together. Damien scowled. The bags under his eyes were dark and deep. It was clear he hasn't been sleeping. It was clear he hasn't been doing well in any sense of the word. I don't want to be here. Dick sighed, smile quickly slipping from his face. I know, Damie, but this is important, okay? We need to have this conversation. This conversation, Tim echoes, finally grabbing his coffee mug and taking a slow sip. About Jason and Bruce? Yes. Dick swallowed his nose. And about the final judgment from the League. That got Damien's attention. He sat up straighter, turning to face Dick with wide and eager eyes, leaning forward just a tad more to hear of the update about his father. What did they decide? He's suspended from being Batman until further notice. And, I'm yours and Tim's legal guardian until Bruce completes therapy and is deemed fit to parent. That's ridiculous. Absurd. Father is an amazing man, and it's so stupid. Father he's not. How could you do this to him? How could you betray him after all he's done for us? Damien stood, eyes shining with unshed tears and chest heaving with emotions. Emotions he doesn't know how to handle, sitting hog and heavy in his chest like molten metal. Dick, though, looked like he was stabbed in the chest with guilt, almost recoiling from the words wielded against him. Jason watched, frowned, and cleared his throat. Damien, don't blame Dick. Anything that happened to Bruce was brought upon himself. Actions have consequences, and his caught up to him. Don't you dare! Don't you dare! This is your fault. You started this all. Bruce started this when he slit my throat. That made Damien pause, and Tim looked up from his coffee with narrowed eyes. He did what? He slit my throat, Tim. Left me for dead. None of this is my fault. None of this is any of our faults. Jason sighed. It fucking sucks, but this needs to be done. Dick nods, looking down at his lap as he forced his breathing to steady. That's right. Sucks. But we're sticking together now, no matter what. Brothers, all of us. Family forever. There was a slight pause, a thoughtful silence, before Damien let out a wet scoff. Sure, whatever. Damien shook his head, leaving the table with a huff, fists clenched and trembling. Just 'cause you claim family doesn't mean we actually are. Family doesn't betray each other like you did, Father. Damien! Dick got up to chase the youngest, but Tim caught his arm, shaking his head. Let him be. He needs to process it like he does, alone. It'll take time. He looked to Bruce like he was a god, almost. Worshipped him as much as he loved him. Bruce being his dad meant everything to him. So this is, well, it's a shock. And not in a good way. Tim gave his older brother a kind smile. Just let him grieve. Then start the healing, okay? You're doing good, so don't be so hard on yourself. Dick let out a breath, slumping into his chair with a little groan. Yeah, okay. Thanks, Tim. I just want to be good at this. I don't want to let you guys down again. You haven't let us down, Dick, okay? Not once. Maybe once, Jason quipped, a little tease in his tone. But not about this. Dick shook his head, but began to relax. I want to be better. Tim smiled, reaching out and giving Dick's shoulder a comforting squeeze. We know. And that's why we trust you and love you. You're always trying to be better for us. Now shut up and give yourself a break. You did good. Tim should have known better than to show such affection to Dick, because within 1 second and the next he was trapped in Dick's signature bear hug. Have I told you how much I love you, Timmy? 'Cause I love you. I love you so much, my sweet little brother, my baby bird. And that is my cue. Jason winked in response to Tim's wheeze, the poor boy reaching out to Jason in hopes of a rescue. I don't want to be targeted next. Don't worry, little wing. Once this hug is over, I'm coming after you. Jason laughed, ducking out of the room before Dick even finished his threat. Poor Tim. Who knows how long he'll be trapped there, but it gives Jason his chance to escape, so, who cares? Tim deserves it. Walking from the room, he, unsurprisingly, came across Hal. If I didn't know any better, I'd say you were waiting for me. If I didn't know better, I'd disagree. I wanted to make sure you'd be okay after that talk. Jason grinned. Dick was mostly the punching bag in there. I'm fine. Hal snorted. Sucks. Maybe he should be more sympathetic, especially 'cause Dick did prove to be there for Jason. Dick does care, Hal realized, but honestly, Hal's here for Jason, not Dick. Hal, well, he does not want to get into whatever that train of thought is right now, especially if it makes him feel like an asshole. But you're fine, so that's what matters. Now, come on, kid, we're going for brunch. Brunch? What are you, an old lady? Jesus, Hal, and here I was thinking you were cool. Hal rolled his eyes. Like I'd ever believe you thought I was cool. Shit, you caught me. Damn right. Like I also caught you reading them sappy romances. You can't read romance novels and then not love brunch, so. He stuck out his tongue. So, we get brunch now. Jason looked absolutely scandalized. I can't believe you called me out like that. Hal laughed. No mercy for you. None at all. Jason let out a little chuckle. Damn, okay then. Brunch it is. But you're paying. Hal rolled his eyes. Fine. You got a deal. Red blood mixed with salty tears, joining the river of blood that flowed from the open wound. It is the end. It is his final breath. It is his redemption. Alright guys, and that is the end of chapter 23 of Glowsticks and Bullet Holes by Hyperius. I hope you guys liked it, and see you next chapter.